They come up with the coolest, most efficient, wonderful products for our home, and they've done it again. I would say this is our most affordable, best out there smoke alarm and carbon monoxide combo, because you are getting it all. You are getting 2 of your smoke alarms, and you are getting a carbon monoxide alarm as well. So you remember, that's the silent killer. Can't smell it, can't taste it, can't see it. But you know, if you've got a gas dryer or a gas stove or gas heat or anything like that, right, that causes that combustion, you can get those harmful gases inside your home and you'll never even be aware of it. You're getting all 3 of these for $59.99. And here's the deal. You will never have to put batteries in these, okay? These are guaranteed to last for 10 years. So you put these in your home in areas maybe where you don't already have a smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector. A lot of people don't have them in their finished basement or finished attic. You put them in there, and you're not gonna have to deal with them till almost the year 2031. It's 2020 right now. I know you all know that. I know you're probably not happy about that. But this year will pass. Trust me, friends, this year will pass. 10 years without having to babysit it. No chirping, no beeping, no nothing. Just when it goes off, and by the way, when it goes off, the alarm, oh, it will wake you up, all right? 85 decibel on there. Let me introduce you to our special guest. And Joe, I love this, especially this time of year. Here's Joe Harrison, everybody. Hi, Joe.
Good morning, guy.
Joe, I love this time of year because a lot of us too are decorating. We're putting candles out. We're putting electric lighting out. We have a lot of electronics going on in our home, and we want to be safe so that if a fire happens to break out, or if that awful gas, carbon monoxide gas, gets out there, we can protect our family. Anyway, welcome to the show, Joe.
Thanks for having me. And this is truly an essential thing. And often you see me here at HSN talk about a lot of fun items. This is really a necessity. When I started looking into just smoke alarms in general, I found out us as Americans, we're really unprotected against fire in our house. The reason why is most of us are using these guys. We've been using these for years. You know, is yours yellowing? Has it been up on the wall for a while? Does it chirp in the middle of the night so you took the batteries out? Or do you know if this thing is even 10 years old? Because, Guy, if this is more than 10 years old, the U.S. Fire Administration recommends you replace this every 10 years. Now, the reason why, there's a sensor on the inside. That's what detects that smoke and the carbon monoxide. But have you ever seen like an air filter in your house? After 6 months, it's all corroded with dust and dander and debris. That sensor on the inside, imagine what it's like in 10 years. It gets corroded, it gets filled with that dust and dander and debris, and then this thing doesn't work anymore. You can have a fire in your house and this thing won't go off because it's so clogged with dirt and debris. So when we came out with this, not only do we have one that has a battery that lasts 10 years, and by the way, batteries are already included. All you do when you get it home, remove the plastic tab, that starts day 1. So now you have 10 years worth of peace of mind. But this has an advanced photo cell that's on the inside that doesn't exist in these guys. It knows the difference between, say, steam from your shower versus smoke from your oven. So you're not going to get those false alarms. It is more advanced, it is smarter, and it is going to get you that safety to safety when you need it. Because what the U.S. Fire Administration recommends is that you have one of these in every single bedroom. Can you say you have that? You also should have one in every single hallway leading to every major space. But then, like Guy mentioned, it's beyond just having smoke detectors. We're giving you 2 of those. We're also going to give you 1 carbon monoxide detector, which is quickly becoming one of the fastest new threats to our house. Over 10,000 people every single month are calling 911 because of carbon monoxide. Like I mentioned, it's odorless. You can't see, you can't smell it. The only way you know it's there is when it's too late. So what happens is if it detects something that's bad, it's going to give you this really loud chirp.
Yeah, that's loud, Joe.
85 decibels. Guy, that's going to wake up anybody in the house. Now, that was a long, sweeping sound. The carbon monoxide is a quicker beep. So now, guys, Samurai's even made it smarter for you to let you know if you hear that long chirping sound, that's fire, you can get out. If you hear that quick chirp, Guy, you shouldn't even go into the house.
Get out.
Immediately get out. That's the great thing. So smart carbon monoxide detectors, Guy, you need one for about every 1,000 square feet. So if you get a couple of these, your entire house is set for the next decade.
Yeah, and you know what? If you've gone out and priced carbon monoxide detectors, 40, 50 bucks for one detector. They're expensive, all right? Because the technology is really, it's a little bit different than the other. So you're getting all three of these for $59, all right? If you want to get them for $20 less, get a brand new HSN credit card today. We'll put $20 in your account, making that $39. Here's my issue with it, Joe, is a lot of people, when they move into a house, first of all, they don't know how long the system's been in there. They don't know how old the batteries are. Usually you have to replace the batteries every year. It's a pain in the neck. And have you ever tried to figure out which one's beeping, Joe? It's a nightmare, especially when you get old, like me, when you're like in your 50s and you're like, what the, it's that one. No, it's that. You're all over the place. 10 years, you don't have to deal with it. Here's the other issue. Like in my brother's case, my brother has a complete finished attic that he did himself, right? They didn't put smoke detectors up in the attic, because why would? It's not a living space, and there was no electric up there or anything, so they didn't do that. A lot of people have my neighbor has a man cave in his garage, right? And he doesn't have any smoke detectors out there, but you know, he's got TVs out there. You got a washer and dryer maybe out there. You got to remember that especially with the gas, you know, if you have gas in your home in any capacity, you got to be careful of that. But you also have to be careful about dryers. You have to be ovens, stoves, all that stuff. You know, the pilot light goes out or whatever it is. I mean, that stuff can kill you. We know that. So again, hearkening back to what like my dad said, why even roll the dice for 59 bucks if you've already got a system? This is for you, because I'm sure you've got areas in your home that don't have coverage, right? Hallways. I know a lot of people don't have them in every bedroom. You know, maybe they developed a bedroom and they added to it and they don't have it there. I don't have there's not a smoke detector in my kitchen, right? Because, you know, the kitchen's ceiling there was no place to put it, and it's all appliances all over. So if you've got an area, and you can stick this anywhere, right? You literally can. Right. And I don't believe there's a way to be over-prepared for a fire, Joe, or over-prepared for carbon monoxide. I think the more is better.
You're right. It's really simple to install too, whether it's a screw, we give you the screws, we give you the 3M adhesive tape. Here you see we have it mounted right onto the wall. Just mount it and then twist it, and then you don't have to think about it again for the next 10 years. The guy brought up a great point. If you have one of these, it's recommended every 6 months that you change the batteries. So if you have 3 of these, just like we're going to give you a set of 3, this is what 10 years worth of batteries looks like if you're changing your batteries out every 6 months. This cost me $94. It would cost me more in batteries than to replace the units today. But the difference between this one and this is that this has that more advanced photocell technology. So it gives you those true readings. Because this thing always seems to go off in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 a.m. So what you end up doing is you take the battery out, and then you're like, I'll replace it tomorrow. Then it turns into a week, and then it goes a month, and you don't have that protection. And by the way, like I mentioned, if you have these, that's fine. Add this to it. You can put it in a smaller space, because you might have these, but you don't have enough of them in your house. There should be one in every single bedroom, and there should be at least carbon monoxide every 1,000 square feet.
And you know what else I love, Joe? It's another one of those ways that you do it yourself, all right? You trust yourself. I trust myself. I know if I put it in, I know it's going to be where it needs to be. It's going to be working. So this is something you can do yourself. There's no fees involved, no monitoring fees. You're the monitor. You hear that beep, get the heck out of the house. Joe Harrison, good job, everybody. Great to see you. Thanks, pal.
Good to see you too, guy.
All right,
Take care.
man. All right, we'll see you soon. 725-711 is the item number. I'm going to head on over. You guys can follow me over. We're going to talk about fire aid. Now, this could sell out in this airing. It's happened to me before.